Today I'm going to be listening to not the Beatles, but John Lennon. And I understand it's one of his songs that he produced after the Beatles era. So, well, I've listened to a couple of the McCartney post-Beatles songs, I guess Pipes of Peace. I've listened to a couple of John Lennon's post-Beatles songs. There was Happy Christmas, War's Over, and there was Imagine. So, kind of taking the same little detour here. Not detour, leap through time, right? Because I'm not anywhere near finished with the Beatles 150 series. So let's see how it goes today. Gimme Some Truth is a protest song written and performed by John Lennon. It was first released on his 1971 album Imagine. Gimme Some Truth contains various political references emerging from the time it was written during the latter years of the Vietnam War. Well, I guess I've just kind of been on a war protest song kick lately. Seems to be a little theme. Co-produced by Phil Spector, the recording includes a slide guitar solo played by George Harrison. Gimme Some Truth conveys Lennon's frustration with deceptive politicians. Short-haired, yellow-bellied sons of Tricky Dicky. Hypocrisy and chauvinism. Tight-lipped, condescending mummies, little chauvinists. Ooh, he can really cut. I think of Queen and Freddie Mercury as being the one who cuts, but yeah, John, at least in the Beatles journey, I've heard some cutting ones, but this is on another level. The lyrics encapsulate some widely held feelings of the time when many people were participating in protest rallies against their governments. The song also uses a reference to the nursery rhyme Old Mother Hubbard, about a woman going to get her dog a bone, only to discover that her cupboard is empty, as a verb. The mention of soft soap employs that slang verb in its classic sense, namely, insincere flattery that attempts to convince someone to do or to think something, as in the case of politicians who use specious or beguiling rhetoric to quell public unrest or to propagandize unfairly. Lennon employs the recurring lyric, money for rope, money for dope, the former phrase being a variation of the British idiom, money for old rope, a profit obtained by little or no effort. According to Peter Jackson, it was Paul McCartney who came up with this line during the Get Back sessions. Jackson showed McCartney the footage from his documentary of the Beatles performing the song, who had no memory of working on it. Lennon himself admitted privately that the middle eight was written by McCartney. Well, let's see what Lennon has to say now. Oh, and I am actually watching a video today. This time, it's not a movie clip for the song, but Vlad says that it is Lennon in the recording studio, and it's some footage of him singing this song after the instrumental parts have been recorded, and it's just him singing his part. So this could be kind of nice.
I'm sick and tired of hearing things from uptight, short-sighted, narrow-minded hypocrites. All I want is the truth. Just give me some truth. I've had enough of reading things by neurotic, psychotic, big-headed politics. All I want is the truth. Just give me some truth. No short-head, yellow belly, son of Tricky Dicky's gonna mother over top, so leave it just a pocket full of hope. Money for dough.
So this is after the Beatles era that this was recorded. He looks so young still. Like, he looks like he could be 17 in this recording for some reason. I was focused on watching him sing because I've been listening to a lot of the Beatles singing, but not watching it be done yet. And it's as if I've seen him all along. Because the way he moves is the way he sings. Well, not surprising, is it? Because the voice is such an integral part of the human body that what we do with our body has a direct impact on the voice. But it has to do with how he feels the rhythm and how he moves through the phrases. And I see him moving in the same way physically as he's singing, and it's so much fun for me to watch it happening and to kind of have it confirmed to me that yes, I am feeling his voice accurately. I'm feeling it the way he's moving with it. And it feels kind of nice to have that confirmation. What a cutting song. He can spit fire too, can't he? So this, of course, is a protest song, but the way he just tears it apart makes me think of Queen's Death on Two Legs, and I can't help but think, what if the two of them had gotten together at some point? Wouldn't that have been something? And gotten together on some project that really got them both fired up. Not some sentimental thing. Their sentimental music is so different, but you get both of those fired up and, well, you might have to run for cover. I might have to duck and run for cover. That's what it feels like. Okay, so that was the video of in the studio recording. Now I'm going to actually listen to just the audio finished version, and we'll see what happens next.
I'm sick and tired of hearing things.
You know, I noticed this at the beginning as well. There is no introduction to this. It's almost like it starts in the middle. There's hardly room for a beginning. There's not even a fraction of a second of space before it dives in.
I'm sick and tired of hearing things from.
And it fits. It's like an explosion. It's like he's fed up and it just suddenly comes out. I'm sick and tired of hearing things from uptight short, and on he goes. But this launching straight into it, no preparation, no lead up, just straight out of the starting gate.
I'm sick and tired of hearing things from uptight, short-sighted, narrow-minded hypocrites. All I want is the truth.
It's funny, he sings hypocritics instead of hypocrites. Hypocritics. Is that even a real word? Or is that him playing with the language? I don't even know. I've never heard hypocritics before as used as a word. Maybe that's a failing on my part, but I know hypocrites. I know critics, but hypocritics? That's kind of a fun, if it's him playing with the language, it's a really great little, kind of a brilliant moment of combining things. Hypocritics. I gotta remember that one. Well, okay, since I'm stopped here anyway, there is something else I want to say about the beginning of this. It reminds me a lot of one of the Beatles songs. in 2 ways. 3 ways, actually. First off, this Beatles song that I'm thinking of has no introduction. It launches straight in. Secondly, it has the same sort of pulsing bass, although maybe the Beatles song pulses a bit faster. Somehow it's a bit different in the tempo, at least in my imagination. And thirdly is the tension in Lennon's voice, the feeling of really emotional stress. And well, with those 3 clues, I haven't said the name of it yet. Should I say it now, or should I let you guess a bit? Vlad is nodding behind the camera. What should I do? Let them guess?
Guessing game.
Guessing game. Okay. So, guessing game. I won't say it out loud till the end of this song. See if you can guess which Beatles song it's reminding me of, and type it in the comments below.
I'm sick and tired of hearing things from uptight, short-sighted, narrow-minded hypocrites. All I want is the truth. Just give me some truth. I've had enough of reading things by neurotic, psychotic, pig-headed politic. All I want is the truth. Just give me some truth. No short-head, yellow-bellied son of tricky dicky gonna mother Hubbard top.
You can almost see his fist punching as he says, "No short-haired, yellow-bellied son of Tricky Dicky." I don't want to be in front of him right now. I feel like he might be a little bit blind in the moment. He might not recognize that I'm not a politician. I need to stay out of his way.
Bellied son of tricky dicky gonna mother Hubbard top. So leave it just a pop.
Okay, this is going to Mother Hubbard soft soap me. I'm hearing well, it's great. It's going to Mother Hubbard soft soap me. But how many of you listening to that line expect to hear Hubbard come after Mother?
No short-head, yellow-bellied son of tricky dicky gonna mother Hubbard top. So leave it just a pocket full of hope.
Lennon is up to his old tricks all over again, and he managed to keep this clean for the radio, and somehow what he said is not just keeping it clean, it's really cutting in its own way. But he made sure that we heard something else along the way in our imaginations too, didn't he? Once more, just in case you missed it.
Just give me some truth. No short-head, yellow-bellied son of tricky dicky gonna mother Hubbard top. So leave it just a pocket full of hope. Money for dough. Money for road.
Okay, now, a little clue in case you don't know yet which Beatles song I'm thinking of, that this reminds me of. Although the voice, the pulse, bass, and percussion, and the launch straight into the song, no niceties beforehand, are all feeling very similar. There's one thing that is different, and that is that the first line of this song has no break in it. It launches straight in and gives no break. Okay, I won't say more than that. But now let me comment about this guitar bit here, because it's one of the few places where we actually do hear a bit of a break mid-phrase. So this break is towards the end of the phrase. Da-dum. Take a breath. Da-da, break. Da-dum. And it's one of the few places in the song that we hear a phrase broken, the continuity of it, the motion of it, kind of interrupted. Because so much of this feels like rapid fire machine gun spitting out as many pejorative terms and phrases and nicknames and descriptions as you can. The guitar section starts like that too. But then it breaks a bit and kind of interrupts the flow, which is good. Because then we feel the impact of the next bit of singing in its continuity again. Well, if this is George Harrison on the guitar, as Vlad just told me, and McCartney Lennon admits that McCartney had a hand in this too. It's almost like not a Beatles song that's still a Beatles song. How many more wordless pejoratives and descriptors can we come up with on the guitar, right? That's what I'm hearing here. Almost like we're shaking our head. Okay, another thing I'm noticing compositionally. Speaking of long lines, unbroken lines. Now I'm noticing the length of the lines. I'm sick to death of seeing things from tight-lipped, condescending mama's little chauvinists. That comes out rather rapidly. It's kind of long. All I want is the truth. Short, to the point, no extending it, just give me some truth now. It's a good thing that the music, and I haven't really talked much about the music itself, the music behind this is really basic. The music, in some ways, is the least Beatle-y thing about this, because it's just a series of arpeggios, well, the drums and the bass pulsing away, fine, but bum, 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 bum. That's basically what we're hearing. But it's allowing room for him to just sing in this manner, which, as I've been listening to a few of these other war protest songs, let's see, what was the last one I listened to?
Fortunate Son.
Fortunate Son, yeah, Fortunate Son. And I commented on how that one, kind of in its way of delivery, reminded me a little bit of Bob Dylan's way of delivery on The Hurricane. And now I'm listening to this and I'm hearing a similar, to a lesser degree, but still a little hint of that kind of delivery of just saying it out and then letting it fall. It's like machine gun, and then we run out of bullets and have to reload or whatever it is. But it's the same feeling of just, I have to tell you, and I just have to get it off my chest. And it's going to come off fast and furious, but here we go. And then, take a breath. Here comes the next barrage. And, I mean, it works. It's effective as a protest song, isn't it?
Just give me some truth now. I've had enough of watching scenes with
I listen to him when he says, ah, as if it's almost like he's grabbing his hair. Ah, just, I've had enough of it. That's how it feels. Or as if someone has just stabbed him in the chest. Ah, it's that feeling of, ah, it's too much. I can't take this. And it breaks the what could become monotony of the piece just enough. That little exclamation. Kind of like when he did the falsetto ooh earlier, although that was just kind of Lennon goofing around. Now this really is some expression here.
Wanted for road. I'm sick to death of hearing things from uptight, short-sighted, narrow-minded hypocrites. All I want is the truth now. Just give me some truth now. I've had enough of reading things by neurotic, psychotic, pig-headed politicians. All I want is the truth now. Just give me some truth now. All I want is the truth now. Just give me some truth now. All I want is the truth. Just give me some truth.
And as it's fading away, we just hear his cry, all I want is the truth. Just give me the truth. And it's now no longer just all I want is the truth. Now it's increasing in intensity. Increasing. All I want is the truth. Just give me some truth. Help! I just gave it away. And so there you know. I hear a lot of similarities between Help and Give Me Some Truth. When I think of the bass and drum parts of the music, and I hear in my mind the pulse, well, as I said, I remember Help as being a little bit faster paced. I'd have to go back and listen to compare. Maybe you can let me know in your comments. And Help doesn't just launch into a non-stop recitation of one thing after the next. It's more desperation. This is frustration. Help is desperation. But still, the voice, the no introduction whatsoever, the drums and bass and the general pulse feel of the pieces. It's kind of fun to hear the similarities, and that's why I'm saying this is kind of, well, I said that the bass and I said that the guitar was kind of the most unbeatly part of this, the arpeggiated thing, because I really haven't heard the Beatles do that much of that. That seems actually more ballad-like, isn't it? This isn't really a ballad, but it's kind of, maybe that's what's slowing it down a bit and keeping it from turning into the high speed of Help. Fun comparisons, though, and I'm curious about your thoughts. So that was John Lennon's Give Me Some Truth. Fun, interesting. It fits in with my it just seems like it happened that I ended up on this series of war protest songs from the 60s and 70s lately. So throw in a John Lennon one as well. There we have it. And let's see what comes next. I'll see you soon.